Berlin. Germany's high-tech defense firms have adapted their business practices during the war in Ukraine, shifting the industry's boutique approach to a greater focus on mass production. According to company officials said the most important factor now is speed. How quickly systems can be delivered and ready for combat trumps customers' demands for customization. We have seen a fundamental change in our production philosophy, said Lothar Belz, a company spokesman for German sensor manufacturer Hensoldt. He said this was largely due to increased demand. While in the past Hensoldt typically delivered less than 5 large radars per year, these numbers have now increased to over 15 per year. According to Belz, the pace is expected to be 20 per year by 2025. Output from certain departments, such as remote sensing and electronic warfare, has tripled since German Chancellor Olaf Scholz' famous phrase Zeitenwende, describing a continent no longer considered at peace following Russia's invasion of Ukraine. About half of Hensoldt's radar production will go to Kiev this year, Belz said. This is an example of how Zeitenwende, meaning turning point or turning point, is slowly infiltrating Germany's defense policy and industrial apparatus. The term also included financial component. Most importantly, a €100 billion cash infusion into the German armed forces and commitment to increase annual defense spending above NATO's target of 2% of GDP in the coming years. Scholz called measures the most far-reaching change in German security policy since the establishment of Bundeswehr in 1955. Spirit of the times. Companies are feeling the constraint of time. We had orders where customer said, at end of day, we don't care that much about color scheme, said Pitt Marx, a spokesman for Thales Germany. He explained that previously contracts were often signed with some breathing room when it came to the production timeline. Thales customers are receiving their orders faster than they did a few years ago, Marx said. Similarly, at Hensoldt, radars are now typically delivered within a year of the contract. But the exact timing still depends on adaptation requirements, Belz said. To meet new demands, Hensoldt added a new shift and increased the number of production staff by 15 in the last 2 years. There is strong hiring across the industry. German radio specialist Rohde Schwarz added about 2,000 new employees, according to spokesman Dennis-Peter Merklinghaus. And the company also added a third shift. At Hensoldt, Zeitenwende's order affected everything from production, we are now doing industrial mass production, Belz said, to the supply of components and even testing and delivery of finished systems to customers. Thales Marx said company had become more pragmatic when it came delivery and training workers. The term was used frequently in many interviews for this story to indicate that certain standards must be softened to fulfill mission.